Okay. Hello, everyone. Very glad to see you again. This is Charlie Tian. I'm the founder and CEO of GuruFocus, and I'm working from my home in Allen, Texas. We are we have been working from home for quite a while since March of this year, and we all know that as a situation going on with the COVID, and we're not sure when we'll go back to the office. Uh, but I hope that everyone still loves our website, and use it whenever you can, and when you need it, when you want to research stocks. We do offer lots of features and data, and we have been keep adding data and feature in the website. And whenever you have suggestions or new ideas, you can always let us know that we will add those features, we'll consider it and add the features, add the data. Actually, we recently add a lot of insider data into the website. And another set of data we're going to add is in company operating data, such as, for instance, for retailers, it will be the number of stores, the same store sales, the store closing, store opening, or geographic segment information, all those kind of information. And for airlines, there will be the number of seats miles available and the revenue per seat miles. And for oil companies, it will be the reserves, the cost per barrel of oil they produce, things like that. So we're planning to add that feature, that data to the website in the next few weeks. So we're actually always adding new data, new features to the website, and lots of the data and feature are suggested by our users like you. And so if you have any new ideas, any ideas, uh, anything that you think you need for your investment research, and let us know. We will consider it. Today, I will first focus on some very basic feature of the website, and I hope that you can use this data more, use the features more. And one very powerful tool, very simple, maybe you have not realized is you have not realized is the search box we have there. And let me share the screen here. Okay, let me search my screen, share my screen here. And okay, I think you can see my screen now. And you can see that we have on the top left, we have a search box, and it is under the logo, GuruFocus logo. And this search box is actually very, very powerful. And if you didn't realize it, please try to use it. For instance, of course, you can search a company there by the stock ticker. And for instance, I just entered WMT, which is for Walmart. And you can see that you have lots of selections here. The summary page, the financials, the interact chart, the Guru trades insider page, and dividend, and also the Walmart traded in other countries, in other markets. So that's a very basic search here. And of course, you can also search by company name. If I just enter Walmart here, and yeah, Walmart is here. And when you search by company, and yeah, it's here. And yeah, and you can also, of course, search by guru name. If you search Warren Buffett, and you'll be able to find Warren Buffett's portfolio stock picks here. And so that's just example here. You can search by guru name. You can also search by company name. And I will go back to the homepage, and I will also you can also search by economic data. You can search, for instance, you want to know the oil price change. You just search oil price here, And it will give you the selection. You can see the crude oil prices, Brent, and crude oil prices, West Texas, and intermediate, things like that. And you can get all this data just by searching the search box. You can also search the web page. For instance, if I should search Schiller here, if I search Schiller, and you can see we have Schiller P page, we have Schiller P for sectors, and we also have Schiller P at different locations, and Schiller P at implied market returns. Things here, for instance, now if I select, go to Schiller P page, and yeah, you can see the Schiller P. Schiller P currently it's 31.7. Today it's up almost 3%. It's about 23.7% higher than the recent 20-year average of 25.6. And the 20-year low is 13.3, 20-year high is 38.8. The SP 500 currently is at the regular P is 35. So from the search box, you can get lots of information. You can get lots of data, and I really encourage you to use this search box. It's really very powerful, although it looks simple. It's like the Google of GuruFocus, Google search function on GuruFocus. Yeah, please use that whenever you want to find something. Please use that, and that's the first thing. Use the search box whenever you want to find something. If actually, by the way, if you're not able to find the things you want, we have a support here, a chat support, and if you click on this chat support during business hours of Texas, we will be able to. We have someone there to talk to you and give you directions. We want to provide a good service to you. So use this chat support when you need. Okay, that's where to find things. And another thing I want you to look at more is the stock page. I just used the Walmart, and let's go to the Walmart summary page. And I want to go over the components in the page to show you what is included. And I hope that you use more of the features on the summary page as well. And of course, here we have some basic information about market cap, PE ratio, price to book ratio, and things like that. Here, this is a valuation box. It's a valuation calculated by different ways. And you can always find out how they're done. I will go through a little bit more. Find out how they're calculated in the definition page here. I'll go over it later. And then for every stock, we have the financial strength. Financial strength mirrors the strength of the balance sheet of a company, the financial strength. And the limit is it's ranked between 1 and 10. So when it's 6, it will be above average, not that great, but above average. And profitability rank measures the earning power of the company. And when 7, it's above average. Also, the highest rank will be 10. And yeah, it's actually ranked based on these factors: operating margins, net margins, the change of margins, return on equity, things like those, and ranks this. And on the right side, it's a new feature we added this year. We call it GF value. It's GuruFocus value. This black line is GuruFocus value line. And of course, the blue line is the price. And the red color and the green color mirrors how overvalued or undervalued the stock is. When the price is above the value line, it's considered overvalued. In Walmart case, it's about 20-something% overvalued. And it tells you it's modestly overvalued. And there will be these 6 possibilities. If you want to know how it's calculated, how it's defined, And there's a GF value definition here, and you can click on that link. It will bring you to the details of the ranking and calculation. And the screener here will help you to find the high quality companies which are fairly valued or undervalued. You just need to click on that to go there. And I will not do it here now. And I want to go over this page, some more on this page. And this area is a warning signs. I think this page is very important for you to understand the quality and the valuation of this company. And after you understand the quality and overview of quality and valuation, you can look at the warning signs. Well, the warning signs are like a checklist. So we look at the data, look at the historical data of the stocks, the company, and to check if they have any potential problems. And if there is, we'll point it out using this warning signs. And also there are good signs. The warning signs separate into severe warning signs and medium warning signs. It's a way we categorize the warning signs. For instance, in Walmart's case, the warning sign, we pointed out severe warning signs. We said operating margin declined. And a decline of operating margin to us, it's a very bad sign. And when there are warning signs for this company, it doesn't mean that you should not invest in it, but it means that you need to look at those, and you need to look at those to see what are the details. And after consider all those information, this factor, will you still invest in them? And this area will be the financials, and this white blank bar, it's a revenue, annual revenue, and you can change to quarterly here also. And then this green bars is earnings. The green bars are the earnings, and so it's a profitability of the company. And this chart is cash, the balance sheet, mirror the balance sheet of the company. And the red bar, of course, is debt. The green bar is a cash. So it gives you an overview of the balance sheet of the company. Okay, someone is asking, just call me. Okay, so what does the predictability on watch refer to? It means that the company has been predictable, but over the last 12 months, there's something going on that the predictability is going off the past track. So that means you need to watch that. It's something that you need to be careful. Something is changing. It's not as we don't know the next year yet, but in the past 12 months, something has changed. That's why we put it's like a warning sign as well. And the third chart here is the cash flow, mirror the cash flow. The cash flow, we have the operating cash flow, we have the free cash flow, the net income here, and also the cash flow from dividends. So when a company pays dividends, you can look at the cash flow from dividend, which is the red bar downward here. And the height, if the absolute height is lower than the free cash flow or the earnings, mostly the net income, mostly the dividend will be safe. Otherwise, if the company is paying more, using more cash to pay the dividends than it makes, and it may not be that safe. If we go down here, it's a Peter Lynch chart. Peter Lynch chart is what Peter Lynch used during his research. And simply he used a price to earnings ratio equals 15 and to calculate the price, where the price should be, and compare with the actual price. For instance, this line, this blue line here is actual stock price, and this green line here is a Peter Lynch earnings line. So the right, we think that P equals 15 as if you use a fixed P ratio, it may not be that applicable to a lot of companies. So we added a line we call it price at median PE. And you can see it in Walmart case here. And Walmart had the earnings decline during the 2017 year, around there. So the earnings go down quite a bit, and now it recovers. And personally, I think that GF value line is a better indication than the Peter Lynch chart. But Peter Lynch chart was what Peter Lynch used previously. And in this area, you can see all the valuation ratios for the stock: P ratio, forward P ratio, price book ratio, price to sales ratio, price to cash flow. And if you want to know any of those, how any of those is calculated, you just need to click on that. And here I click on it. You can see that it will show you how it's calculated. Very a lot of details and also explanations and historical charts. So if you don't understand a term, please use that. And of course, I think, of course, PS ratio is a very simple measure ratio, but Petrosky F-score may not be familiar to everyone. And personally, I think the Petrosky F-score is a very useful score. It measures the trend of the fundamental of the company. When the score is higher than 5, it's usually a big, it's a good score. And when it's below 3, it means that company is probably doing some fundamental change and change to the worse. So if you do, again, if you don't understand any of these terms, just click on it. It will show you the detailed calculation. And from that, you will understand more. Then we have the Guru Trades charts and details of Guru Trades. Yeah, that's about the summary page. Another page I personally use a lot is a 30-year financial page. And 30-year financial page it displays past 15 years of financial information of the company in lots of details. And it has several, I think it has 6 areas. The first area is, I think if you click here, the per share data, and then it has the ratios, has an income statement area, balance sheet, cash flow statement, valuation ratios, and valuation quality. It actually has 7 sections. And per share data is just per share, that revenue per share, EBITDA per share, the history. And actually, any of this data is also a chart. Just click on this row. It will show you 2 charts. This is a quarterly data. This is annual data, and include also the trend lines. The trend line will tell you how fast the company grows. And this area is a function to use to get this data. In Excel, I will show you more in Excel a little bit in this tutorial also. And after per share data, there's a common used ratios, most frequently used ratios: ROE, ROA, return on tangible equity. Again, if you don't understand any of those, click on it. Click on it here. It will have the detailed explanation and tell you how to calculate, how it's calculated. The 30-year financial page. Yeah, if I click, the chart will display also the functions, the Guru F functions. And that is, of course, another area is the income statement and the historical income statement data. I think everyone should know about accounting, the basic accounting. So you should understand how the income statement data works here. And now there's balance sheet. And the balance sheet, it's also the standard balance sheet, standardized balance sheet of the companies. You should get familiar with that also. And cash flow statement also. the cash flow statement is yeah, it's a part of the also as a basic fundamental accounting statement. And now then we have some valuation ratios here. Okay, let me go down. Valuation ratio, yes. These are the valuation ratios, the PE ratio, all kinds of ratio you can think of: price to book, price to free cash flow, price to tangible book, price to operating cash flow, and all kinds of valuation ratios. And you can look at the historical trend here. Um, you can also open it as a chart, as a more detailed chart to see how the stock has been doing with in terms of this ratio. Okay, the loading seems to be a little bit slow here, but let me not go going. And the third, the next area is the valuation quality. These are the valuation data, not valuation ratios, more absolute valuation, such as the net cash per share, the P to Lynch fair value, the median PS value, and also some quality data, Altman Z-score, Petrosky, and F-score, things like that. And yeah, that's a fun 30-year financial page. Okay, that's some crash here. Let me go back to here. And the next tab I want you to use is the interactive chart. The interactive chart is a very useful feature. It's actually very powerful. Also, when you come here, it displays a price chart. Of course, it's in Walmart's case, it displays the stock price from I think 1972, since its first IPO to today. And maybe you only want to look at the 10-year data, 15-year data. You just click on here and 3-year data. And you can add other data to it. Revenue, you can add revenue to it. Just then you can compare the trend of the stock price and revenue, and you can remove it also. You can just simply remove it, and you can look at the historical P ratio here. This is a daily stock P ratio of the black line here. The P ratio of Walmart over the past 20 years, you can 30 years, you can get it. If I click on all, you should get all the, okay, from 1990 something to today. So it's close to 30 years of P ratio data. And usually you want to buy the stock at when it's a historical low valuation ratio, historical low P ratio. We also have a very unique ratio called price to owner's earnings. And if I remove this P ratio here, price to owner's earnings, if you are familiar with Warren Buffett's owner's earnings, you will know that price to owner's earnings is what Warren Buffett would use for the for his valuation method. Sometimes he doesn't use it all the time. Then you can look at the price to sales ratio. Of course, price to sales ratio will be a much smaller number. It's on this line. You can see that in 2016, Walmart had a lowest price to sales ratio, and it's the best time to buy Walmart. If you buy Walmart was traded at about 60 that time, and today it's 142. And this historical low price to sales ratio point was the best time to buy Walmart. Then, of course, we have others: price to book ratio, price to PAG ratio, and one ratio I also like very much is a dividend yield. And if I also remove the stock price here, and okay, look at this dividend yield. This tells you the historical dividend yield of Walmart. You can see that during 2016, when Walmart was traded as the lowest price, the yield was the highest. Okay, and let me look at some questions. I saw some questions. What parameters or change to indicate a company's ROIC is going to increase in the future? If you want to, I think ROIC, if you look at the calculation, it's also it's basically the earnings divided by the invested capital. So if increase or decrease, mostly it's about earnings. Actually, if earnings go increase, it will increase. Otherwise, it will. Yeah, look at the earnings. It should be synchronized with the earnings. The source of data, 30-year financial page. The raw data is from Morningstar, as we said, the raw data, but we do lots of calculations. And we do lots of calculation ourselves. So usually we update the data, the financial fundamental data every day. So when there's new data, it's on our website within 24 hours. Okay, now I want to continue to look at the features of the interactive chart. And one thing I want to, I think is very useful is the price at median PE without NRI. So this is assuming that if the stock is traded always at the median PE ratio and where the stock price should be. And in this case, the median PE ratio, as we said, is for Walmart, it's 15.765. And we draw this black line. If the Walmart always traded at the median PE ratio, the stock price should be this black line. And the blue line, of course, is the actual stock price. And a more useful, I think, feature is a price traded at median PS ratio. And this black line is when the price is traded median PS of the last 15 years. You can change to 10 years if you want. Okay, let me, why this doesn't, okay, let me add the line back. 10 years, you will see that the 10 years will appear here. And when you want to do it, you want to buy it whenever the stock is traded below the median PS line. Okay, somehow it's not loading here. Okay, let me reopen the box maybe sometimes here. Okay, go back to Walmart. You can just click on here. Okay, then the interrupt chart. Okay, now if I look at the 10-year stock price traded at median PS line, draw this, this line here, and can see you want to buy it when the stock price is traded below the median PS line. It's usually a good price. When it's above median PS line, it's not as good. So here, this is this is best time to buy. Okay, and yeah, Warren said that he wants to thank Margaret Moran for her 12 videos. Yeah, I will definitely tell Margaret about that. Graham, could you please tell Margaret about that as well? She will be very happy about it. Thank you, Warren, too. And sorry, I wish I could see you again in our conference, but it seems like unlikely we're going to have the conference for next year either. Then you can look at the price at median PB ratio. Price at median PB ratio, it's more useful for financial companies. If I change to a bank here, let's try JP Morgan here. And if I go to JP Morgan's page, okay, let's go to JP Morgan's page. And for price to, okay, this is JP Morgan stock price. If I look at the 10-year stock price, and then we look at the stock traded at median PS ratio. Okay, you can look at that median PB ratio. JP Morgan is traded at this red line is median PB ratio for JP Morgan over the last 10 years. The median PB ratio itself is 1.09, and it tells you when is a better time to buy it. Seems like 2012 is a better time, 2016 is a better time, and now it's close to a better time. And so better time to buy median PB ratio. Okay, John is asking where we can search stock traded at below the median PS ratio. You can do all of this with all-in-one screener. I will show you a little bit later. And all-in-one screener, it's under the all-in-one the screener button here, all-in-one screener. I will show you a little bit later. Okay, this is the interactive chart. And if you are a dividend investor, I encourage you to use the dividend tab. Lots of straightforward dividend information is there. It tells you the current yield, and then tells you the past 5-year dividend growth rate is this, 16.4. And if you buy today, and your yield on cost in 5 years will be 7.46. So it's much higher than today's dividend yield, assuming that the company will increase the dividend the same rate in the next 5 years as its past 5 years. It tells you also the stock buyback rate here, and which is also a ratio you can use to screen stocks. That's if you're a dividend investor. And one tab I also like is the analysis tab. Analysis tab is give you the comparison of the company, like JP Morgan here. You see, can see that with all the peer companies like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, and international companies, international banks, including lots of Chinese banks and Royal Bank of Canada. So you can remove these companies. You can you said, oh, I'm not interested in this company. You can just click on the right cross, cross there, and to remove it. And then there's the parameters here. You can set up your own views here, and then you can change the views of the columns you want to display, and you can edit it. If you don't like any of the column, you can create. You can add your own columns here, and then the display will be updated. So that's a good place to compare different types of companies, and also you can look at the historical valuation just by one click. Of course, you can do all of this with interact chart, but here we just show you it's there and it's easier to use here. Okay, now about stocks, I want to that's about what I want to talk. Okay, for the competitors. Okay, there's a question how they are assigned. We look at the companies in the same industry and similar size. The closest size. So that's why JP Morgan's here, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citi is here. And if you don't like any of those, you can add it. You can add it here yourself. I think we also have a way, if you add it, it will be saved for you. And next time when you come here, it will be yours. Okay, and now I go back to John's question, how do we search stock traded at below median PS? Yeah, please do use all-in-one screener. It's I think it's the most powerful screener you can have on the internet. And for PS ratio, okay, I think we have a valuation stock traded median PS ratio. If you don't know where to find it, I just search here. Yeah, okay. Price to median PS ratio. We have a filter called that. Price to median PS ratio. I found it is this one. And if you want to trade it, you can choose what kind of ratio it should be. You can say, I want ratio stock traded at price to median PS ratio above 0.3, but below 0.5. Then you just choose them. And they're here. So price to median PS ratio, tell the price, tell the median PS ratio, tell you the price to median PS ratio, where it is now. So that's a very simple screen here. And if you want to limit the stock to US or to SP 500, you just want SP 500 companies. You just select SP 500 here. And then you get the companies you need. I hope it's clear for you, John. What are my preferred parameters for screening? My preferred parameter screenings, they are all created as pre-existing screeners here. My personal favorite ones are the high quality, low capex. If you read my book, Invest Like a Guru, you will know that I only want to buy high quality companies. And you just come here and you just click on it, high quality, and the parameters will be set for you automatically, and then you can look at the list. Of course, you can modify based on that. You can modify that. After you modify, then you can save it, and it will be yours. After it's yours, it will be displayed on this side of the screen. It says my screens. It will be yours here. Okay. No, we don't offer bond prices or credit ratings or debt maturity schedules. We don't. We don't offer CDS either. We're just stocks. We don't. We have some ETF data, but they're not as comprehensive as stock data either. We have also for funds, mutual funds. We don't have lots of information. We don't have information on mutual funds either. We're just stocks, but we cover the worldwide companies. If you want to look as companies, look up the companies we cover. We have a complete stock list link here. Here you can, that's a complete list of stocks in which region, each region, how many stocks we have. And you can also look at the companies, the countries coverage here on different countries. Okay, yeah, that's about stocks. And another topic I want to go through today is the Excel add-in. I really encourage you to use Excel add-in. We have a, okay, now I come back to the home page. Now I come back to the home page, and about Excel add-in, it's under Screener menu tools here. We have an Excel add-in page. Okay, we have an Excel add-in page. Here you can download it to install it to your computer. And I will show you some the power of it. Of course, I got some other questions I will answer a little bit later. Okay, this is Excel add-in, my Excel add-in. I have installed it. Now I want to log in. I click on the login here, and now I will log in and enter my username, password. The username, password are the same as what you have on GuruFocus.com. They're the same. So after you, the login takes a little bit while, because it needs to load all the information, lots of data to the Excel first. And after you log in, you can do lots of things with Excel add-in. With Excel add-in, you can create your own customized research tool. Let me share the, okay, I think I'm sharing the wrong screen here. Let me share the Excel screen here. Okay. Okay. I clicked login here. Now it displays log out. I clicked login here, and now I'm logged in. And after you log in, you can do lots of things. You can get the data directly from our website. We also have templates you can use and to make it easier. But I want to show you the first step, for instance. And you want to know a company. Again, I use Walmart. And you want to know Walmart stock price, for instance. You just type the price there, and then you find it, and then you get the stock price. So that's it's loading. It will displays. Yeah, it tells you stock price is 143.44 now. But there's another way. Things I put Walmart here, and I put stock price here, and then I insert the function. And okay, I put Walmart here. I want the price here, and okay, I got it. But now if I change the stock to a different stock, so I changed to Church and Divide, CHD. Warren was asking about CHD. It tells you it's 90. And if another company called ANSYS, I just changed the ticker. It will load for me. And of course, I can put more here. I can put more here. And then if I copy it, I just copy them. Okay, this one is okay. This one I use Google. I just copy them. You can see that I can get the stock price for any one of them, and anytime. And if you want to update it, you can refresh it. The stock price will refresh for you. But now I want to get revenue instead of stock price. And I want to make sure the spelling is the same as what we have on GuruFocus. So I think it's okay. Revenue. It's called revenue. Okay, let me do this. Okay, for ticker I still use this. And for calculation, I use revenue. Okay. So I will be able to get revenue. And I put revenue here. Okay. It will load for the revenue. And I use F4 to make sure that it's fixed. Now I copy all this here. And I will be able to get the revenue for all the companies I need. So this is a way to build a watch list for your stocks. And we have a template I will show you. But not just this is the latest revenue, but you can also get the historical revenue. For instance, if I show you here, I want to get historical revenue for this company, and ticker this one, and the revenue is okay. Sorry, okay, and now I come to revenue, and I want to get the revenue from 2015 to today. From 2015 to today, and I want annual data, for instance, and I also want to show the date, and I want it vertically displayed. Then okay, you can wait for the you can see that's for ANSYS. I got the revenue from 2015 to this year to the latest. If I change to instead of 2015, I got 2005. It will load for you. As premium member. Okay, I think I need to. Excel will add some quotations for you, and which is not allowed for the function. So I remove this quotation. Yeah, and you can see that, and now I got 2015 to today's revenue every year. If I change another company, if I change to MCO here, for instance, it will load for you. The number of queries you can have as premium members is $2,000 queries a month. But if you're a Premium Plus member, you have unlimited unlimited number of queries. So yeah, you can see that with this you can get any item in the income statement in the 30-year financial page I just shown, and you can get it into your Excel. Into your Excel, you will be able to use the data for your own research. We have created a lot of templates here. Let me share this. Okay, share the screen of. Let me go back to the website. We have lots of templates here. It says download templates here, and we have templates here. You will be able to get the templates, and you start from there. If I download this one, historical ratios, I download it, I open it, I open it in Excel. Let me switch to Excel again. And I download it and say that's a template we created. And this template will load the historical ratios, all the ratios from 2001 to 2018. And it's a template. And if you want to change to a different company, again, if I change to JP Morgan, for instance, I need to enable the editing here. If I change to JP Morgan, it will start load the data for JP Morgan and loading here. And so in this way, the data will be transmitted to the Excel ID, and you can create many of those for yourself as a portfolio, as a monitoring purpose, as portfolio research purpose. And now if I share back to now if I share the website again. Now I'm sharing the website again. We have different type of templates. We have fiscal quarter data, year quarter data, and the fair value calculator. This is a DCF calculator. And even for REIT, we have FFO data templates and price chart data. So we have all these templates, and you can create your own based on those templates. It's a very powerful tool. Again, it's under screener and Excel ID in GuruF here. And when I was displaying the 30-year financials, if you don't know any functions, you can find it under the 30-year financials. I was showing the 30-year financials, each row. To the right side, there's for instance here, there is an area which show you the functions. It should be displayed here somehow. Yeah, it's here. Okay, it shows you the functions that you can use to get the data, this data into Excel. That's very useful if you want to. Yeah, the premium member will have unlimited queries for Excel add-in queries, and the 20K query is for the API, not just for the Excel add-in queries is unlimited, but the API is limited for Premium Plus members. Okay. Yeah, that's what I have for Excel add-in. And now I can answer some questions. Let me go back to check the questions. Okay, Warren was asking whether Church and Dwight will be a buy at this point. And yeah, I probably mentioned Church and Dwight previously earlier, and it's a company that I personally liked for many years. I like its consistency, the predictability, and the profitability. The company is very profitable, very stable, very predictable. And if you look at stock chart, it's like an exponential curve over the many years. And whenever you buy it, almost you always make money, and also it's recession proof, very recession proof. That's one of the company, and as actually the most important factor I like about this company is the margin expansion. The company is able to expand its margins slowly for many years. The stock has been doing very well. If I buy this stock at this price, it's a little bit high. If we look at the GF value line, yeah, it's slightly higher than the GF value line. If you think long term, I think you can buy. If you think very long term, if you want to wait, you can wait for some time too. I'm not sure it will be lower much by a lot, but I wouldn't. I think first thing we need to think is if the company is a company I want to buy. If it is a company I want to buy, and for the stock, the price I think is acceptable at this point. I haven't bought for a while. I have not. I think I bought last time probably around 60 something. I haven't added for a while. Okay, and that's okay. If you have more questions, just feel free to type it there, and I will get back to you. RGF value line calculation is available, and all we have is, as explained here, is if you put mouse here and you click on here, it will what we can have is here. Okay, okay, about mode, we don't really have data on mode, but I think our ranking of financial strength and profitability, I think those are very good rankings. And when you talk about mode, I personally always look at the profit margins, and usually when a company has mode problem, a company is losing its competitive advantage, its margin will decline, and that's something I think you should pay attention to. But we don't have Morningstar's mode data. Okay, and any other questions? Okay. If there's no more questions, that's about what I have for today, and I hope that everyone stays safe. Let's go through this difficult time healthy and stronger, and don't worry too much about the presidential election, and stay healthy and stay happy, and I wish everyone has a good time, good rest of the year, and good luck for the next year too. Thank you all.